Hello, welcome back. In the previous video, we have seen edit mode. So now we will see some of the options in the edit mode like extrude, bevel, how to apply those things to the model. And now we will go to the edit mode. So in order to do that, we can press tab. So now first we will see how to insert the loop cut. Loop cut is nothing but inserting the loop around this object here. So in order to insert the loop cut, we need to press Ctrl and R, and you have to place mouse near to the edges so that according to the edges, it will change the directions of this loop here. So see now we have to hold Ctrl R, and now suppose if you are okay with this direction, then we have to left click and we can release the Control R. Now we can slide the mouse up and down so that we can set the position of this loop here. So let's say suppose if I want to insert the loop here, we need to left click again so that now it has been inserted the loop. So once again I will show, we need to press Ctrl R and we need to place the mouse wherever you want to place this loop, and after that you need to left click so that we can slide this loop, and again we need to left click so that it will insert the loop. And see, whenever we insert these loops, now all the faces has been divided. See, if you go to the face mode, so as I said, in order to enter into the face mode, we can press 3 so that we can enter into the face mode. Now you can see it has been divided the faces. So now next thing is extrude. So extrude is one of the most important option where we use mostly in the modeling. So most of the modelings will be done by using this option. So what the thing is, now I will show how to extrude. So make sure you are in the face mode. So now in order to extrude, we need to select the face which you want to extrude. So extrude is nothing but pushing the face inside and outside. So now in order to extrude, we have to select this face and just we need to press E. We can move the mouse left and right so that it will extrude the face inside and outside. Now if you're happy with this location, then you can left click so that it will extrude the face up to that location. So once again, see, now if I want to extrude this, now you have to select the face, and the thing is defaultly it will extrude in the local direction. That means, see, now I have selected this face. Suppose if I select this face, now this face is facing towards the Y direction so that it will extrude in the Y direction defaultly. So no need of pressing Y, Z or X in order to extrude in the respective axis. So what we need to do is just we need to select the face and we have to press E. Now see, it is extruding only in the Z axis. So in order to release, just we need to left click so that it will release the face. Suppose if you want to create any hole in this thing, so first what we need to do is we need to select this face and we need to scale this face. So I will show how to scale this face. So select this face and press E so that it will extrude. And now what we need to do is we need to press S so that we can able to scale the face. Let's say we can scale and release. Now see, it has been created another face in the same location. And now what the thing is, now we can push this face inside. So now if I press E again and you can push inside. So see, now we have completely changed the shape of this cube into a different shape. So now what the thing is, now we can extrude the multiple faces too. Suppose if you select this face and this one, now if you press E, we can extrude these two faces at the same time. And if you left click, it will release. And if you want to extrude any one of the face here, so what we need to do is we need to insert the loop. So as I said, if I want to insert the loop, we need to press Ctrl R so that we can insert the loop. So if I left click now, again if you left click, see, now it has been inserted. Now if I want to extrude this, we can select the face. So we need to go to the face mode. So press. So what the thing is, when you insert the loop or loop cut, automatically it will switch to edge mode. So that now if I want to switch to face mode, again I will press 3 and select the face, and you can press E so that we can extrude. Now we'll see the insert option. So insert is also one of the most useful option which we use while modeling. So for example, if you create a box, so I will press Shift A and we can go to the mesh and click on this cube here. So what the thing is, we'll go to the edit mode, like by pressing tab, and we need to press 3 so that we will enter into the face mode. So like what the thing is, if you want to scale this face, but I don't want to change the shape of this object here, but I just want to duplicate the face and scale at same time. So what the thing is, if you directly scale, it will change the shape of this object here, but I don't want to change the shape of the object, just I want to scale the only the face without changing the shape. So in order to use the insert option, we need to select the face and we have to press I so that we can see, we can push inside and outside so that we can scale the face here. Now if you left click, now it will be applied. So actually what the thing is, if you want to create the box with some thickness. So what the thing is, see, if you want to create the box, if you select the face and if you directly delete the face, so here there is no thickness for this box here. So it's looking like plain, very thin. So I want to create the hole, but I need to create some of the thickness over this box. So that's why what I will do is I will select the face and I will press I so that I can scale the face and left click. Now if I use extrude option, which is E, and you can push inside. So using this insert, we can create very nice models here. So for example, see again, if I press I, again I can scale. Now what I can do is I can use E, again I can extrude. So in this way, so if I press I again, now you can scale. Again, if you press E, you can extrude. So in this way, we can use this insert option. So it will be very helpful when you're creating any doors, windows, and we can insert multiple faces at same time. So I will show you that one. For example, like I will take another cube. So what I will do is, I will select, I will go to the edit mode. So press tab 3 and again I will extrude. So now what the thing is, say if I want to insert these two faces, so what I can do is I can select this and I can select this. I can press I, but here what the thing is, when you're using this insert option for the multiple faces, here actually it is combining two faces and it is using the insert. What the thing is, now I want to insert these faces individually. That means it has to create the face in center of those individual faces. So what we need to do is we need to press I again so that we can insert the face individually in this way. And now we can press E so that we can do this thing. Okay. So in this way, so we need to select these two faces and we have to press I so that we can insert. And if you press I again, it will combine. Again, if you press I so that it will insert individually. So now we will see how to use the bevel. So bevel, most of the time we will use for the edges. So bevel is nothing but, suppose if you don't want to create any sharp edges for this model, and if you want to create any smooth corners around these edges, so we can use the bevel. So in order to use this bevel, we need to go to the edge mode. So first I will go to the object mode and I will select this one. Let's say now I will apply the rounded edges for these corners here. So in order to use this bevel, we need to go to the edit mode and we need to go to the edge mode. So we need to press 2 so that we can go to the edge mode and we can select the edge. So for example, I will select this edge, and now suppose if I want to bevel this edge here, so we need to select this and we have to press Ctrl B so that we can use the bevel option. So after pressing Ctrl B, you have to move the mouse left and right so that it will use the bevel option. And now if you left click, so it has been created the bevel. And what the thing is, when you left click here, it will create some options for the bevel. So if you open this here, suppose if you don't want this flat and if you want to create any round, then we can increase the number of segments so that it will create the rounded edges. And here we can use the width, we can increase and decrease the width so that how much radius it has to occupy the bevel. And once again, so what the thing is, we need to select the edge. Let's say if you want to select multiple edges, you can select the multiple edges and we have to press Ctrl B and we need to move the mouse left and right. So defaultly it will go to the previous settings. So now left click. So if you don't want this rounded edges, we can flat this. So in this way we can use the bevel. So if you don't want any sharp edges for this model, so it's a very good option to use this thing. And next one thing, when you're using the extrude option, there is one another option which is very useful. So for example, suppose if you want to extrude this face, so I will go to the face mode. So if I want to extrude this face and this face at same time, but what the thing is, I want to extrude this face along the local direction. Means like, see, suppose if you select this face and if you press E, so either it is going up and down, or if you press Y, so that it is going towards Y direction. But what I want is, I want to extrude this face to this direction, and I want to extrude this face to this direction. That means it has to go to the local direction. So in order to do that, we need to select the faces and we have to press Alt E, so that you will get some of the options for the extrude. So the first one is the common, which I have explained in the previous, like we need to press E. The one which I'm going to show is individual faces. So what the thing is, if you want to extrude these faces towards the local direction, we need to press Alt E and we need to select this option, extrude individual faces. So now you can see you can extrude these faces towards the individual direction. So we can do another one. So let's say if I select this face and now this face, now I want to extrude these faces towards the local direction. We can press Alt E and we can use this extrude individual faces so that we can extrude inside and outside. And here you're getting some of the options. So we can use this offset. So see now, if you want to extrude this accurately, so we can use this option. And also we can bevel the faces too. So for example, if you select this face and if you want to bevel, you can press Ctrl B so that you will get this option. And if you left click here, we can use the segment so that we can make it more round. So that's it for this video. So make sure you practice these four options properly, because when you start modeling, these are the very important options which you are going to use while modeling any character, vehicles, whatever. So see you in the next video.